just received, can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? No? Yes? No?
We should be loud enough for everybody to hear. Yes?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, sorry, thank you.
Great. We had received a comment that some members of the audience couldn't hear Madam Secretary's reading before, which was the open public meetings announcement that you can find in your minutes for tonight's meeting. Hopefully, all volume issues are taken care of from here. Before we get into our review and vote on previous meeting minutes, I would just like to let everyone here know as a courtesy that the second application listed under new business for tonight, the D-use variance at 47 Mill Street, that has been delayed until a future meeting. So we will not be hearing that application tonight. If you were here to provide testimony on that application, you do not feel the need to stick around.
So just so it's, turn, hit the button, so it's, application number 2025-2. The site location is 47 Mill Street. The applicant is Warlow and J LLC. It's for block 51, lot 42. It's in the zone B1, B1 zone. The applicant is seeking a D-use variance to allow cannabis manufacturing. The applicant has requested that the board grant an adjournment request to the next meeting date, which I believe is March 17th. They've agreed to toll the time for the board to act. So if anyone is interested in that application, it will not be heard tonight. We will not hear comment or questions about that application. There will be no further notice or publication provided. It will be heard at the March 17th meeting. Is there a motion to grant the adjournment request based upon the tolling of the time? They agree to toll the time for the board to act.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
You might want to not second that one because it's a use variance. Or
I'll second.
okay.
Great, thank you. Madam Solicitor, can you take a roll call for that vote? I'm sorry, Madam Secretary.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes. Nope.
No.
Yes.
Mr. DeFalco?
Abstain.
Ms. Saucier?
Yes.
Mr. Adler?
Yes.
Mr. Perlow?
Yes.
Mr. Kennedy?
Yes.
Great. We will now return to item 2 on the agenda, meeting minutes. We will be approving the meeting minutes for a couple different past meetings, just due to some procedural issues, particularly just in terms of who was at which meetings and who can vote on them. So with that in mind, Madam Secretary, do we have everyone here to vote on the regular meeting minutes for July 22nd, 2024, the special meeting minutes for September 10th, 2024, and the minutes of the reorg meeting from January 22nd, 2025?
Yeah.
Okay. Understood. So we will conduct votes on each of those meeting minutes individually at the recommendation of Madam Solicitor. So with that in mind, who are the individuals that will be eligible to vote on the regular, on the meeting minutes for the regular meeting held on July 22nd, 2024?
The only one who cannot vote is Mr. Kennedy, who is not here,
Okay.
and Mr. Perlow.
With that in mind, do I hear a motion to approve the meeting minutes for July 22nd?
So moved.
Second.
Please take a roll call.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes.
Mr. DeFalco?
Yes.
Ms. Saucier?
Yes.
Mr. Adler?
Yes.
And Mr. Perlow and Mr. Kennedy will abstain as well.
Great, we are now going to move to the minutes for the special meeting held on September 10th, 2024. Mr. Perlow is not yet a member of the board. Is there anyone else who cannot vote?
Mr. Banks, Mr. DeFalco, and Mr. Kennedy.
Okay, with that in mind, do I hear a motion to approve the meeting minutes for September 10th, 2024?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Great. Madam Secretary, roll call.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Ms. Saucier?
Yes.
Mr. Adler?
Yes.
Mr. Kennedy?
I was not.
That's right, you were not. Okay. So I guess that's it. Zach, Nicole, and Bob.
And then we will move to the minutes for the reorg meeting on January 22nd, 2025. Is there anyone here who was not eligible to vote on those minutes?
Mr. Kennedy left the meeting at 7:23 PM.
Okay, of the remaining members, do I hear a motion to approve the minutes for January 22nd?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Great, Madam Secretary, roll call.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes.
Mr. DeFalco?
Yes.
Ms. Saltier?
Yes.
Mr. Adler?
Yes.
Mr. Perillo?
Yes.
With that, we will move on to item 3 on the agenda, resolutions. This is resolution 2025-8, a resolution on the application of Citizens Bank for minor site approval with bulk variance relief for signage and design waivers. I'll stop myself from reading the rest of that, but this is the application that we reviewed and voted on at our last meeting. Do I hear a motion to approve that resolution?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Madam Secretary, roll call.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes.
Mr. DeFalco?
Yes.
Ms. Saltier?
Yes.
Mr. Adler?
Yes.
Mr. Perillo?
Yes.
Mr. President?
No,
You left it early.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
abstained from that.
Okay.
Citizens Bank. That's right. That's all right.
I said it, but then I just went down the name.
All right, and with that, we turn to discussion of the ordinance referred to us from the Township Council, which amends Chapter 149 entitled Land Use to create a new HL Health and Life Sciences Districts at Article Roman numeral 18 and to modify related zoning requirements as recommended in the Mount Holly Township Master Plan Reexamination Report as adopted by this board on September 10th. With that in mind, we begin with,
So what this is, the Township Committee, or, I'm sorry, the Township Council has, reviewed this ordinance. We've had a chance for the professional planner to provide drafts to the town council, submitted to our board's professionals for their comments. I think I even had one that I sent back to Mr. Fox. So this board's duty is to make what we call a consistency review to determine if the ordinance is consistent with the goals and principles of the master plan. But if there are some items in it, that you want to make recommendations on, you can. So, I don't know if you need any further testimony. Usually the planner who prepares the plan comes and testifies, but, you saw, Rick's report, you don't know, do you have anything to add? Okay.
okay, thank you, Mr. Planner. Well, Tim, I'm not gonna try to pronounce your last name, so. Tim K, thank you. With that in mind, we'd like to open up discussion to the public on this ordinance that's been referred to us. I'll go row by row. Is there? Oh, we don't have to?
It's just hearing consistency review. Does the board have any questions or comments?
Okay, then I take back my comment. Does the board have any questions or comments? Thank you.
I think it was very hard for me to follow exactly what was being proposed if we didn't have the opportunity to review tax lot linkage. Because without that ability, I really didn't have much of an idea of where things were being proposed and where they weren't, what properties would be part of this and how it would impact these properties. So I would say probably next time, I'd like to get a little more data on this. I do agree with the general idea of providing this type of area. However, it would be hard for me to understand exactly where all this is occurring without some sort of tax map to reference it to.
Or some sort of other exhibit, maybe an aerial or something like that,
Yes, totally. That would be good.
Thank you, Mr. Esley. Any other questions, comments from the board? Seeing none, do I hear a motion to approve the ordinances consistent with the master plan? Or,
And suggest, adoption without any proposed changes.
and what Madam Secretary said?
Yeah, and authorize the board secretary in consultation with the solicitor to convey that information back